Hi guys, so welcome to the Art of Eta, the channel that does a lot of art challenging, unboxing video, trying different art supply and customized item. If you love art, this is the channel for you, so you may want to consider subscribe or not. But let's start with today's video. I'm still in Hungary, and if you saw my art haul, my latest one, I think it went out a couple of videos ago, I bought this cute little sketchbook, and the reason why I bought it is because of the tone paper inside. It has two different kind of gradient paper. The first one being this light gray, feels like a sandy paper, but it's just the look of it. It's actually very thin sketching material, only for sketching. It has also on the back this brown paper. It's very bright, so you may not be able to coat the intensity of the color. The reason why I show you this is because I don't own any tone paper, and mixed media professional tone album sketchbook can be quite pricey. So before to commit to anything like that, I want to make sure that it actually makes sense for me, that is actually good to sketch on a tone paper instead of a simple sketchbook paper. This was extremely cheap, and the reason is because it's just a very thin paper, so it's just for sketching. It's not thick, it's not to work on it too roughly. So in today's video I'm going to compare a simple white sketching media with two different tone sketching paper, a gray and a brown. So we are going to draw the same thing 3 times on a simple white paper, on a gray paper, and on a brown paper. Now if you guys already are using a tone paper, please let me know what do you think of it in the comment below, and if you suggest any specific tone paper, because there is so many color out there, so many brand, and if for somebody just starting out with tone paper, personally I suggest to go with something very cheap and see if it's something that you really like. But otherwise, you let me know what's the best for you and what you suggest. Now let's get started. Alright, so I made a very small quick sketch. I usually do multiple sketching before to just get to the final one, but I'm pretty happy with the idea, so I'll just move to do the proper drawing. As I said, I'm in holidays, so I don't have my tripod with me. I am holding my own camera, so I do apologize if there is lots of shaking. Try my best. Also, because I'm holding my camera, it's a little bit weird for me to be drawing in this way. Also drawing and talking at the same time. Yeah, it makes me lose a little bit the focus. But I will just show you the general sketch, but then I will go around and take my eraser and fix everything, and that I will probably be doing it off camera because it's just, there's so much I can do by holding the phone, and I'll probably give you just some far away shot. Yeah, so guys, forgive the messiness, but honestly I'm enjoying so much to be in holiday right now, because my kids is been looking after by the grandparents, which means this is the time I have time to give it to myself, to create, to make art, and to experiment with new things. And because it's the first time that my baby is actually a toddler and is finally of an age where he actually enjoying being with other people and not just with his mama. Yeah, I didn't carry too much with me because I didn't know how it was going to be last time. I did nothing because he just wanted to be with me, so I thought this time will be the same. But actually, my baby's been amazing. He's been enjoying the company of the dog and the grandparents. So in a couple of months, we will be around visiting also my family. Now we are visiting the in-laws, so I do plan to bring quite a bit more. Oh, my coffee. Okay, coffee time. Quite a bit more are supplies for next time. So now I know my baby is growing up and is happy to share his time with other people. So that's really good. That's really good thing, because finally, at least when we are back to visit our family, I can have some proper artistic time. Like for example, right now I have the entire afternoon for myself. Yes, you heard me. I have the entire afternoon for myself because they all gone to Lido, like in an hour away from here, and yes, so they having fun there, and mommy decided to have fun here, because what really is enjoyable for me is not what other people usually find enjoyable, and I like, what makes me happy is just to create. And to create, I often stay home or in the garden or someplace similar. So I didn't go with them, and I'm having so much fun just being here with you guys. I think I want to do just a couple more tiny little thing here. And where else? Where is going the next one? I'm sorry, it's a bit dark. Yeah, I want to have like, I want to fill up the spaces a little bit more. Alright. And probably just the medium one. What's going on? And it's so peaceful here. I mean, just lots of bird chirpings and yeah, some dog barkings, and yeah, some human voices here and there on the background, but nothing too crazy, which is wonderful. And I think just the last one right here, that would be good actually. And I get to film, guys. I get to film for you and actually don't be interrupted while I'm creating. Whew. Alright, that's the first sketch done. I'm trying to find a good light for you. Yeah. So this is the first sketch done. Quite simple, happy with that. We have two more to go. So I will take the middle size so I can do the standing this way, standing this way, and you guys can really compare the three. So I'll move to do the other two sketching, and then this is the first step of a 3-step drawing. By the way, they are not going to look too similar. The concept is the same, but I'm not going to look and do exactly the same because for me it's boring, honestly, to say the truth. So yeah, I love art and I love to be creative with art and just change things around, and this is the reason why I love art, because it allows me to change things around. If I'm not the kind of person that can do the same thing over and over and over, that's just the recipe for killing me, honestly. So this is why I love what I'm doing. I love being here with you guys, and yeah, so I am going to embrace the concept, and they are probably going to look quite similar, but they won't be the same. And that is not anyway the goal of today's video, to see if I'm able to replicate the same concept over and over and over. I don't know if it's a video you want to see, guys, but yeah, I will be terrible at that. All right. Yeah, so that's the reason why I love to be a aspiring artist. I don't consider myself an artist. That's too much pressure. I just love to have fun with art, experiment, try new medium, new color, new sketchbook, paint on everything dares to step over my way. That's funny. I do not have a lot of time to do so because I am a new mom. I mean, my baby is now 1.5 years. We live in a different country from both our grandparents, so none of the grandparents is able to help, and also we recently moved town, which means this is look at that, it just completely off center. That's cute. Oh yeah, I don't have an eraser with me. I didn't take an eraser in my bag, and just took this Poundland mechanical sketch pencil. I had 15 for £1, and they are terrible. They feel terrible, but there is the eraser in the end. And yeah, so it's like, you know what, I don't mind if they lose my luggage and this mechanical pencil is inside, so yeah, you come with me. That's what I said. Okay, I'll show you a little bit what I'm doing. Because I was drawing with my hands free, I could take care a little bit more of the details, so that's why I took slightly longer just to do these two tiny things. And yeah, holding the camera makes me slower because I'm naturally tend to look also in the camera quite a bit, just to see if I hold the camera actually on the drawing or like here on the glass table. That's just yeah, so doing that. and I'm wasting some time. So also would like to ask you guys if you enjoy seeing this drawing video where I don't speed things up too much and you actually get to see the process more in detail. I actually think I will be moving there. There seems to be a bit more natural light. Okay, I moved. I just try not to put my feet too much in the camera. I don't have here a surface to lie on apart my leg, though that is the downsides. So yeah, I may need to do the detailing of the camera again because that's too much to ask. All right, so yeah, what I was saying, let me know if chatty video where you actually see the creative process, it's something you're interested to see. We should go back to England soon. I guess we don't have a date. Honestly, we came here because we both needed a break, and yeah, we didn't take any time off since Christmas time, so we are taking a break and we don't know when this break finish, but I think just maybe we stay here a couple of weeks more. And yeah, so I'm filming this video randomly, and so don't believe in the time frame that this video show up. Maybe this come out that I'm already in England, and yeah, anyway, I don't usually do, what I was saying is I don't usually do this style of video in England because I'm doing different sort of thing, like more challenging, more embracing art challenging video. I actually going to do the 100 head video soon. Probably is the next one that come out or the one after. And in there, oh, I was talking so happily that I just everything fall off my hands. So there I have a tripod, I have all the tools, and I can really make a sit down video where I paint something. We maybe test some new supplies like today, and yeah, some classic watercolor, why not? Yeah, let me know if you enjoy, or let me know if you're more into art challenges. You never know who is watching your videos. By the way, I am taking quite a bit of reference picture around. I did say this also in the previous video, and slowly I'm adding those reference picture in my Instagram highlight. So if you guys looking to be inspired, and I think I'll call this a day, I'll just fix it slightly and then I move to the brown one. Alright guys, that's what you see from distance. That's the result. You clearly can see lots of contrast on the white paper when just sketching. The gray paper actually surprised me. You see quite a good deal and it looks really good. Brown paper, I did it off camera just to go quicker, and I'm sure nobody want to see half an hour of just drawing mushroom. We have still a bit to go on, but the brown paper from afar is the one that where the sketch pops out less. So if it's just about sketching, I think at this point I will definitely go for the white, but also the gray. It actually surprised me, and it feels like it has already more to it compared to the white paper. So that's actually quite a nice finish on the gray. For at this stage, I will not consider a brown background to invest for something like this, but we just got started. The next step is to see the difference between the tree paper and our sketch when we fine line our artwork. So I'm doing this very quickly off camera. I'm going to use my fine liner on all the three sketches, and let's see what looks prettier with the extra layer of love. Alright guys, I just did the brown one for now, and I had a couple of things that popped into my mind while I was using my fine liner on it, and I wanted to share those concepts with you before I forget them. There are mainly two things that, sorry, my dirty nail, I'm always in the garden. Two things that I noticed by using my usual fine liner on this paper, on the brown one. First of all, it looks more opaque than it actually is. Here in holiday, I've been using this fine liner all the time. It's quite a thick one and it's quite dark. So usually, yeah, the colors pops quite a bit. Instead, when I was using it, I even had the feeling, oh my god, is the ink running out or what's going on? So yes, to notice, to keep in mind, using the fine liner on the brown paper will actually look less intense than you usually used to. And the second thing, what was the second thing? Yes, that my sketch, it's almost invisible. Honestly, I could not see the lines, and yeah, so I had to stop a few times to check where I was going, where were the line, because I just could not find it anymore. So yeah, so the sketch gets more mixed with the paper. We noticed already that before that was almost invisible. So at this point, I feel like already I learned something, and is that if I want to do simple sketching or simple pencil work, or even using a fine liner with a brown background, it will not look that good. It will look just okay, but nothing special. Honestly, not amazed by it. But we're gonna have the third phase, the coloring, and that is gonna go and tell us something else. So I'm going ahead and doing these two as well. This is pretty. I like this one. This is really pretty. As you can see already, in comparison, the fine liner is already much darker in here, which I like. And having a color background, this light gray, it already gives more value to the sketch. So already at this point, I feel like if I just want to sketch or something, I definitely would want to go for a gray background, always the white of course, but the gray background, I see the value into it. Not yet for the brown. We still have one test to do, and I still have this to do as well. Alright, that's phase 2 complete. White paper, I don't think like I have anything to say. It's just the classic. It works well, so nothing to say. Pleased with the gray background. Honestly, I think it surprised me more than I was expecting. Not pleased with the brown background at all, but I was thinking maybe brown, it's my sketch that is not the right one. Maybe a brown background is more for faces, skin sort of thing. Let me know if I'm talking bullshit, or it can make sense that maybe with skin tone and some acrylic it can maybe make sense more, but we will go for the color now, and let's see, maybe it will actually give much more sense, and it will add something to my sketch once it's color. So let me sharpen my pencil and yeah, move forward. Alright, I sharpen my pencil and I'm ready to start. I will actually start with this brown one, also because I can see the color combination that I like most, and use just that set of color on my white paper, because it may become a sticker. I'm actually thinking to put in my Etsy shop a few stickers as well, so yeah, there's that. So I don't want to mess up color combination, even though this gray looks so pretty. I'm in love with this. So I'll start and I'll chat with you about it. Just let me choose the color first, because I want to experiment with different sort of color, and so I think I'll go with the classic grass first. Always start with what you know. That I do like some color combination, so I will start this light brown as a base for my grass, and then I will mix and match either the yellow green and the darker green olive color. So there's that. And you're probably gonna say, why you using the background brown on a brown paper? I don't know, because I didn't think about that, and still is visible, and I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, it's still quite visible, and I'm going very light, very light. I'm usually very heavy-handed with my color pencil, but when I want to create shade, the first coating is usually very light, and I still change the final effect, and it gives me something that I really love, because it gives me gradient of color, and I love that. Yeah, so the first layer is down, and I'm grabbing now the light green, and there's not any reason why I use the lemon green, what's called, no, yellow green. It's just because I have a limited color palette here with me. This is like my travel supply. I have to say that this green is coming out very intense. I use this green a lot during this holiday, and I feel like on this paper it gives me a more intense vibe. Yeah, I wanted to show you just the base. It looks pretty, as I was saying. I'm very impressed with the color. I like it, but the color doesn't seem to permeate this paper quite well, but I think that's an issue of this paper and not the brown paper in general. So yeah, let's continue. Alright guys, I am relaxing so much and I'm enjoying today so much more that I would like to admit. It's precious and rare time to get to have some times for myself. So I'm so grateful for today, and yeah, I'm actually lying in the shadow because it's so hot and I'm enjoying nature at the same time. I have my artwork finished for you, so let me do. So this is what we have been doing today. I can't believe I did 3 of the same subject. I never done something like this. So let me get you an up close. This is our brown paper, tan paper, how you want to describe. I enjoy coloring on it. The fine liner really lost his preciousness on this paper, so I really didn't like that. We just sketching it's, I'm sorry, my dirty nail. We just sketching it's just pointless, I think, to have this darker paper. And the same if you just want to do fine liner, I feel like it just lost all of its power. With the color, it's doing fine, it's nice, it's popping, and it looks like there is already a bit of a background, which is pretty. Didn't focus too much on mixing color because I didn't want to waste too much time on it. It was just for me to understand if this paper, it was something I would like to go for, if add anything to my sketching. And at this point in time, by today, I will say no. Focus, please. I will say no for general sketching. As I said, maybe for skin tone, if you do portrait, it may be different. So maybe next time we try that. I don't know. Let me know. And before to move to the other two, I quickly want to say thank you. If you arrive to this point of the video, thank you so much. You are amazing for staying with me until this point. I have 2 questions for you. First question: do you want me to try the same things with maybe acrylics or marker or both? Let me know. And the second question, I don't remember. Yeah, second question I remember, and is if you like to see more this style of video where I show you more of the entire process of drawing and coloring or painting or whatever it is that I'm doing the day, instead of just like speeding up stuff and give you the final woohoo. So yeah, that's something I would like to know. And then I will have an extra question for you that comes just at the very end. But as you can see, this draw is a bit different than this one. I was basically not just coloring and realizing that I do like the gray paper and it's something I may invest with. So I discovered something today, and is that I'm not going for this, I'm going for this color paper if I decide to invest in a tone paper in the near future. Yeah, so the gray, I like the effect. I like the effect with the sketching, with the fine liner, and with the color as well. But this was the point where I start to plan my final sketch coloring, sorry, on the white paper. And I wanted to have more, so I added some extra layer of grass, and I had the first layer. I was like, oh yeah, I like that. I added a second layer, and then I was a third layer, and I was like, looks too busy, no thank you. And I also add here the spot with fine liner straight away because it gave more intensity, so I like it more. And this was because I will add more coloring and more detail in the final one, because my my last question of the day is, should I turn this into a sticker? I find it quite pretty. As you see, I add much more detail in this one. I did more shading inside straight away instead of just going for red one. Here I had also brown, I had some yellow as well. Here I had some yellow, so 4 colors just for the grass. And yeah, so there is a much more work, there is some more intensity of the color, and on the white, of course, it pop up very nicely. So yeah, third and final question for you. I don't know how many questions I asked today, but should I turn this into a sticker? It's something I should be adding to my Etsy shop. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I've been rambling so much, but that's what happened when I'm relaxing. And these are the 3 artwork of the day. I hope you enjoy, guys, this video. I definitely enjoy so much to do something, yeah, completely new and completely different for this channel. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye.